Whenever you're ready.
All right, so how many of you have heard of steroids and steroid problem in the MLB? Yeah, figured. All right, so I'm very interested in the MLB and I guess sports in general, so I've done research over the topic and figured out why players use it and why they feel the need that they have to have steroids. So my thesis, players that have used steroids when they played should not be in the Hall of Fame because steroids create an unfair advantage, and it's basically cheating, and they're an illegal substance in the MLB. So it takes away, and it improves their stats. So players that didn't use steroids, it hurts them because the players that use steroid stats are much better. So nobody's going to look at those players for the Hall of Fame ballot. Today I'll be talking about how steroids users shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because the problem is it creates an unfair advantage and improves player stats. The causes are that they want to improve their stats as they get older. So when a player gets older, they get slower, they're not as strong, so they feel the need to take steroids to keep up with the younger generation. And then talk about some solutions that are either to suspend the certain players if they still play, or if they're playing right now and they get caught, suspend them, or don't give them the recognition by electing them into the Hall of Fame when they retire. So the problem, players use steroids and they still are today. And a quote is, you can have a relatively quick enhancement of muscle strength and size even if you're taking steroids and don't lift. And that's by Jeff Hadzazy on February 11th, 2009 from ESPN. And that shows that you don't have to lift weights or you don't have to actually work out while you're taking steroids to improve your muscles. So that's why players that are older take steroids, because they don't have to do as much working out to stay fit and to stay up to date with the younger generation of players. Also, quote is I'm talking about the hundreds of players who have had their livelihoods compromised by steroid users, and that was said by Tom Verducci. He's an MLB writer at ESPN, said on January 10th, 2017. And that's talking about, like, as I said before, the hundreds of players that haven't taken steroids or didn't take steroids when they played. It's taking away from their livelihood and what they did for a living, and it's hurting them because their stats as they get older aren't as good because they stayed and played clean throughout their whole careers. And also another quote, through steroids, steroids have been banned in the banned substance in the MLB since 1991, and that was said by, I couldn't find the author, but ESPN. That was written December 5th, 2012, and that shows that it's been banned for a while, but people still use it because they feel the need that they have to. And I don't know, this is kind of hard to see, but Barry Bonds, he's first all-time in the career of home runs hit. And then this says 20% of steroids home runs, so that's like midway through his career when he started to get like to his 30s or so. If he wasn't using steroids, he would have went down about 100 home runs if he wasn't using steroids. And then as he got older, like as old as he was, he would have went down 100 more steroids he would have been at 500. So he went from first in the MLB in home runs in his career down to sixth in a matter of a few years if he actually got caught using steroids. So it does show that when you get older, steroids help you with strength and muscle improvement. A quote, Barry Bonds would have lost about 105 home runs, like That's from Neil Payne and Walt Hickey. They're sports writers. On Sports America, said on July 24th, 2015, and that shows 105 home runs is a lot because he, of course, I said before, he goes from first down to sixth. So steroids do help a player improve their stats. Some solutions. If a player gets caught today, you can suspend them. Or if a player, like I said before, gets caught after he retires, you cannot give him the satisfaction of putting him in the MLB. And quote, he was a New York Mets pitcher, Henry Mejia. He was the first player to permanently get banned for his third PED test. So he failed his first PED test, and he was suspended 80 games. And then a few months after he got back, he was found using them again, so he got caught he got fined a whole season. And then a few months after that, he got caught using it a third time, so the MLB just banned him for life. So he's never going to be able to play in the MLB again because he decided he needed to take steroids to help improve his playing time. So in conclusion, MLB players taking steroids, it helps them improve their stats and their ability to play. And what you can do is do more research about the problem to fully understand what's happening and what's going on in the MLB with steroids. And also, you can call somebody that works for your favorite sports team, like their PR person or whatever, and say that you're not going to purchase tickets if somebody on the team is found using steroids to help the team keep players, I guess, clean.
All right, good job.